all day. Internal breaking sessions are risk, and I mean sadistic torture. My entire life snagged into detectives saying sorry into my power and pulling out. I cannot explain to anybody the big state that my life's in, or the level of decapitation that's occurred because of internal breaking sessions. Committing crime against my power all day, saying sorry into my power, and then pulling it out, so that the brain dead state gets worse and worse, the control state gets worse and worse, pressure on my jaw gets worse and worse, the amount of pressure on my internal organs. They've snagged my entire life into detectives saying sorry for 1,000 crimes. So every single time I've been speaking to a female and she's slept with somebody else, every time one of my family's died, every time I've been assaulted, every time I've had an unpleasant or nasty accident, all of these events have been snagged and internalised into detectives saying sorry into my power, and also imitating, overpowering me, and detective constables getting gratification or prowess out of committing crime against me, so they've overpowered me and they're saying sorry for it. Well, they're essentially saying sorry whilst committing crime against me to get sadistic and perverted gratification. It's high-risk torture to the highest extent. They're inflicting crippling high-risk torture, saying sorry, belittling me and pulling my power out all day. They've spent months, if not years now, saying sorry into my power and pulling it out, leaving me in a critical condition, critical state. Apologising into every time I've said there's no doubts whatsoever in my mind, and I'm deadly serious when I say this, there's no doubts in my mind whatsoever that it's been inhumane to stay alive for about 6 or 7 years because of the severity of the internal breaking sessions. It's now over 3,000 times a day internal breaking sessions, sorry, by detective constables, imitating, overpowering me, and he's got power to do what he wants, and he's killed my power and he's getting gratification out of it. So they've imitated an apology by detectives where he's got overpowered. The amount of brain state now in my life, you've got no, it's a forced suicide, because saying sorry into my power and pulling it out all day, there isn't a life left in society, because they said they've internal breaking sessions every day. They've stripped out my entire life. They've stripped out all my sex drives, all my sex power, all my ability to think for myself, all my power to speak for myself, all my sensation, all my quality of life, all the ability to fall in love, all the ability to basically, they've stripped out my entire life and internalised it, saying sorry while belittling me, degrading me by detective constables. So they're committing crime against me while saying sorry and belittling, humiliating me, pulling my life out. There is no doubt whatsoever that it's a forced suicide. It's not possible to stay alive, and they're still carrying on doing it. I told South Yorkshire Police this, and they've completely ignored me, and it's got worse and worse. It's now over 3,000 times a day saying sorry into my power and stripping it out to internalise it, costing me every day of my life. They need to pull out with institutional self over 2 years, and as I'm speaking now, they're advertising sorry whilst degrading and humiliating me and committing crime against me in a critical condition. Problems still persist. Internal breaking sessions all day. This has now been every day, all day, 3,000 times a day for forever I can remember, but definitely 9 years. But the sadistic, high-risk torture of detectives committing crime, saying sorry whilst committing crime against me has been for 2-3 years, while making threats against my life. My entire life snagged or encapsulated, costing me all day, every day. It's been a second-by-second state now for years because of internal breaking sessions, pulling my life out, saying sorry to my power. Critical state, critical condition still continues. There doesn't appear to be any. There doesn't seem to be any justice or any kind of recognition or accountability by South Yorkshire Police whatsoever. There doesn't seem to be any kind of, or any recognition or even anything that they've done anything wrong. So the problem still continues. Internal breaking sessions over 3. My jaw's completely wide shut. And it's getting worse and worse by imitating detectives saying sorry into my power and pulling it out, inflicting catastrophic torture all day, every day, up to 3,000 pounds plus. So they've snagged every time I've been a victim of crime into my entire life and said sorry into it all day, every day. Critical state still continues. It's October the 1st, second by second state. It's inhumane to be alive. There's no doubt in my mind you can't be alive. My entire life's nagging to detectives committing catastrophic crimes saying sorry whilst afflicting pain or agony all day. Critical condition still continues. They made their own human punch bag. It's cost me the best years of my life. That's my entire 20s gone. I'm now 33 in a couple of months and this has been going on now since the age of 23. So this is now going to be the 10th year. I'm going into the 10th year of this being all day, every day for 10 years. That's my entire life gone. Internal breaking sessions, committing crime against all day, well charging transgressions, threats and accusations all day, every day, committing crime against me internally. That's 10 years of intense, high-risk torture all day, every day. Critical condition still continues.